What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916. Want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for all your support. You know, I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. Make sure you guys go check out BigHerc916.com. Get some life coaching in your life. If you need a little prep, holler at me. You know I'm there for you. I can't answer all your individual questions, so I have to schedule the life coaching stuff to make it feasible for me and you. And you know, I gotta have a personal life too. Just a heads up for those of you out there who might get offended because I don't answer your personal emails. But anyways, I wanted to talk about why me. And a lot of people want to use the why me as a reason for justifying their shortcomings or justifying the attitude they have towards life. They want to somehow continue to be the victim in life. And until you come to terms with whatever it is you went through in your childhood or your adolescence that affected you, you're not going to be able to move forward. You're not going to be able to realize the potential you have within inside yourself, and you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. I mean, we could sit here and nitpick a number of things that we've experienced, and I'm not saying that those things should be forgotten. I'm just saying you have to address them and move forward. You know, I never realized how much not having a male role model in my life, how much it affected me. You know, not having somebody who encouraged me as far as how to be a man, how to deal with situations, how to just cope with everyday life, you know, teaching me, you know, things about just male awareness, you know, talking to girls, sports, the whole nine. You know, my mom did the best she could do, but single parent, pretty much, even though she was married, you know, but not having the relationship with a male for another male could be devastating. And if you do have a baby's daddy out there, for you females, and he wants to be a part of your son's or your daughter's life, please let him be a part of their life so that he can contribute, because men need to be in the household. I didn't, you know, I kind of came to terms when I got to the pen as a young man of 25 and started talking to other grown men, and you know, I was able to have a black male mentor and a white male mentor who kind of laced me up on just myself as a person and instilled confidence and certain qualities in me that kind of brought me to where I am today. But I lacked a lot of self-esteem. I lacked a lot of self-confidence. You know, even though I had did all these things to try to be some ultimate gangster, you know, some guy that was revered on the streets, somebody that had a reputation, somebody that, you know, people would, you know, respect, I was still a lost kid, man. You know, and people have asked me like, oh, do you care to try to build a relationship with your dad now, or find out, you know, what he's doing, or, you know, to be honest with you, I don't really care. I don't. At this point, I've become who I've become because I went through what I went through. But to try to cultivate a relationship now, and, you know, somehow bridge some communication gap, it's like, for what? And I might be, you know, I might sound selfish, but it's like, what's the point? You know, people, once you get to a certain point, like, you know, and you start finding your own success, now they want to become a part of your life. Now they want to make themselves visible. Now they want to act like, yeah, you know, I always knew you would make it. And, you know, you didn't know if I would make it or not. You just stood by the sidelines. You didn't contribute. You didn't lace me up. You didn't give me anything to go off of. You know, you just kind of watched and see if I would fall or stand up. And you know, that's how I kind of look at it. But for you guys out there, you got to kind of take the reign and look at it, you know, in your own perspective, but don't let it hinder you. Don't let not having a father keep you from being all you can be, whether you're a young man or a young woman. Don't hold that animosity. You know, it might sound like I'm still kind of mad, but man, you know, I've kind of moved beyond it. You know, people that so-called know of who my biological father is, sometimes try to throw stuff out like, oh man, you know, I seen your dad. I'm like, nigga, that's not my dad. He ain't had no, you know, contribution to anything I've done in my life. My mom's the only one who contributed outside of my grandparents, but you know, shit, I have no desire to meet this dude. You know, it's done and over with, and you just got to go forward, man. You know, and a lot of times, you know, people want you to also just, you know, to have that conflict so they can bring you back down. If you're on a high, you know, a high rise, you know, just kind of cruising, they want to bring you back down to a low so that you'll start feeling the anger and the depression and all that stuff. And don't let it happen, man. Don't let it happen. But if your father's trying to reach out to you personally, and you know, you feel it's something that'll bring you closure, then hey man, have that conversation. You know, I haven't had that situation happen, so as far as me making the effort, I'm not gonna make it. If he made the effort, would I holler at him and look at him in the eyes and see? Who knows? You know, but the fact that this dude was somebody that was never a parent in my life, I look at him as just being a sperm donor. And my mom being so young when she had me, I respect her for not having an abortion and getting rid of me. I respect her for keeping me and raising me as a child raising a child. And so that's what I respect. I don't respect the nigga who, you know, busted a nut and kept it pushing and never took responsibility. And that's why I've never had any kids up until this point, because I was never going to be one of those guys who was going to do that to a child and just be in the wind. So, you know, the why me thing, man, you know, stand up for yourself. Don't let your past be a burden on your future. Be strong. And a lot of you young men out there, I get a lot of emails from you guys, and I know it's rough out there, man. I know, you know, seeing your mom dating different men or having guys come into your life and, you know, they have no connection with you, so it's just you know, not a cool situation, and it seems like it's just a lot of drama. But be strong, man. You know, I went through some of the roughest times in my life, and I had no male to turn to. I had no big hurt. I had nobody spitting game and videos, you know, giving me any type of insight. You know, all I had was some rap stuff, and I would listen, you know, maybe some E40, because he keeps everybody laced up. Shout out to E40. You know, it's like a education when you listen to his raps. But you know, a lot of times, man, you know, the stuff that's being promoted out there is not gonna further us, and if anything, it takes us backwards. And I'm just here to say, man, don't let yourself be a victim. Take charge. You know, don't let society dictate to you what you can and can't do. You're the captain of your own destiny. And hey, man, I did it. You can do it. You know, I've been through the worst of the worst, and I don't claim to be the baddest. I don't try to be all I could be. At this point, I just try to be a positive light that can share some positive energy with you guys out there. So, BigHurk916.com. Hey, man, life coaching, get it on. Holler at me, you know what I'm saying? Big things coming in the future with that, everything from, you know, mentoring to physical fitness. So, stay positive and subscribe to the channel, and also subscribe to the Instagram. and the Twitter.